Senator Roger Wicker with us right now. What do you make of what the president said, Senator, that this is in our interest, that its limited nature will not mean that this is a repeat of Iraq or Afghanistan, not a quagmire, just a quick surgical strike and out of there, I guess?
Well, Neil, when this address was scheduled 2 days ago, the president was facing an almost impossible task of overcoming what was going to be almost a sure defeat in the House, and probably a defeat of this proposal in the Senate on behalf of the American people. He's been given a little reprieve by this Russian entree and this stated willingness of Assad to give up his chemical weapons. That's very unlikely to happen, but it's given him a little more time, and we'll see how he did in the court of public opinion. I remain very skeptical.
Do you think he changed any minds?
We'll see. He's pretty convincing, and he believes in himself. But let me tell you, I was struck that he spent so much time with making the case for a military strike. He spent very little time talking about the Russian possibility, the possibility of giving up the chemical weapons. And I'm glad he didn't raise expectations there. There is a shooting war going on in Syria right now. Attacks in Damascus occurred today. The idea that a UN team is going to go in and uncover and verify the turning over of chemical weapons during that sort of a live shooting war is very hard for me to believe. So I'm glad he didn't overly raise hopeful expectations. I hope a miracle happens and Assad gives up his chemical weapons, but this is very unlikely to happen. What it has done is give him a few extra days to try to mold public opinion, because the American people right now are not with him on this. And
a lot of your colleagues are the same mind, Senator. So I'm wondering what this has accomplished here, and I'm wondering as well where this is going. I find it interesting that, you know, the markets seem to be reading into this. No attack is going to happen. No violent hit is going to happen. That the Russians might have found a way out of this by offering this olive branch proposal to collect all of Assad's chemical weapons, have an international body monitor them, I guess, and the threat averted. Is it really?
We'll see what the market says tomorrow. I think he spent so much time making the case for going forward with the attack that actually the markets may react very differently.
Yeah, but you know what, Senator? I think he spent an inordinate amount of time. You're quite right. I mean, the argument's for an attack, but he spent an inordinate amount of time what the attack wouldn't be, that it wouldn't involve, you know, American boots on the ground, that it wouldn't be a conflated attack beyond what the mission statement to get these weapons knocked out, not a regime change. So he spoke more about what it wasn't than what it was. And I'm wondering, in the end, did he really move any doubting Thomases there? I wonder.
Well, that's one thing the Republicans asked in our conference today. It seems that the president wants to attack the Assad regime in just the right way. Not enough to topple it,
right,
because he believes that would cause chaos, but enough to sort of punish the regime and try to make them not do this again. You know, I just don't think Assad is going to give up his chemical weapons. We'll see. You know, to the extent that he tried to make a case for being involved in the region, you know, I'm actually in agreement with him on that. Iran is a problem, and Israel is right next door to Syria. So I think the American people are with him on this being a very volatile area of the world that it does have something to do with the United States' vital interest. But as far as selling them on this plan, which the American people don't have much confidence in, I don't think he got very far tonight.
You might be right, because nothing has really moved, even just from overnight markets and our own futures markets. And, Senator, I want to thank you for